Hey, and welcome to this week's brand new episode on how to be a killer mumpreneur and also run a business at the same time. Do you often think how to mix parenthood and business? Can you really have it all? So thank you so much for joining. If this is your first time joining me for my weekly episode, welcome. Please subscribe. Every single week, I release brand new content to help you grow an incredible business. My name is Katie Cannon. I'm a success coach in the network marketing industry, helping you create wealth and health at the same time. So let's get cracking. Now, I am fresh back from an amazing vacation in the Cayman Islands, which was just incredible. Pure white sand, pure white sea, amazing. Highly recommend it. As you can see, my freckles are right up on my face. Every time I go away and the sun is on my face, my freckles are always there. So let's get cracking. Now, I wanted to share this particular topic. If you go right back to my first episode, I talk about being a mumpreneur. And I get asked so many times. I've obviously got a 3.5-year-old little girl, and we're pregnant with our second. We're having a little boy and 5.5 months pregnant. You know, Katie, how do you run business and be a very present mummy at the same time? Now, I'm not going to lie to you and be like, it's a breeze, it's so easy. You know, absolutely. There's great days and there's bad days. There's days when I feel really overwhelmed and days when everything runs smoothly like it should. Now, I'm going to give you a few key pointers in this episode of how to install a few basic, routines and tips and systems into your world if you're a parent and wanting to build your business or are struggling to already build your existing business around everything that you're doing. That can actually make the day-to-day running that slightly bit easier. And I like to just put it out there to start with. Let's get real, guys, Do you ever hear the word balance and be like, oh, how do I get balance? I just feel stretched here and there and everywhere. Being a parent is busy. There's always things coming up. Now, but the key thing is yes, you can get balance, but at times in your career, in your business journey, you're going to be unbalanced. And it's being able to accept that and knowing that's okay and not to have the guilt of feeling that you need to be balanced all the time. So my top tip for you today, number one, would be I want you to look at your week-to-week, day-to-day. And what can you delegate? You'll hear a lot in my episodes of focusing on your key strengths. What can you only do in your business? Why did you start your business? So often we can get so tied up in all the nitty gritty, trying to do absolutely everything in our business that we end up not focused on the key areas that only you can do to grow your business. So I would say, number one, you want to delegate from the word go. Now, that can look very different to everybody in the business. So if you're very new and cash flow is tight, you may want to think, okay, how do I, can I get a cleaner once a week? Can I get someone to just do my admin? Could you get someone just to help with some of your emails? Whatever that might look, it could just be 1 hour of help a week, and that can make all the difference for you. I'm going to give you a bit of a personal example here. When I first started my first business 10 years ago in my gyms, I remember my first bit of help that I got was a receptionist, just to answer the phone and just to answer the emails, because I was totally overwhelmed and was working crazy hours. So sometimes just having that extra couple of hours help a week can make all the difference for you. And you can feel so much better. So start small, 1 hour a week, and then build, keeping your main focus on your business. Do you ever get to the end of the week and you think, what have I done? I've done all these little bits and nothing major. And that's because your brain is everywhere and diverse everywhere. And being an entrepreneur is all about focus and clarity to really get you moving forwards. If you're brand new and wanting to start your business, start thinking of that in advance. The next tip I'd love to give you is set a routine. Now, I'm going to tell you some of my personal challenges here. I run everything from home. And this is my home office that I'm here today doing my weekly episode for you. And do you know, sometimes you can mix personal life and business life, and it's hard because you're working from home. So one thing I'd say is have your set routine hours. You want to know when you're working and when you're not working. And the best tool to use for that is just a simple calendar. You might like to diarize with different color highlighters or use the color in your calendar. And literally have your work time scheduled and your personal time scheduled. It's so easy because if you work from home, to make that crossover, you know, when you're meant to be doing dinner, you're suddenly on a conference call. And absolutely there will be times when there's a crossover, but you want to make that clear that that office door shuts when you're not working, or put a sign on when you are working. Do not disturb. I'm in my office. I've got 3 hours to work. This is my delegated time. So section it off in your diary. If you have, you know, obviously this episode is all about towards parents. Now, if you've, you know, no matter how many children you have, involve your children into your business and into your vision and your goal. So with my little one, I'm always saying, come on, Emily, this is our goal. This is what we're going to achieve in the next 3 months. If we do this, we're going to go on holiday. You know, really build that vision so that you can involve them into it. So when you can say, oh, mummy or daddy is going to work now, and they complain, you can say, but, you know, we're really working together as a family. If you want to have nice things or you want to go on that holiday, mummy or daddy must do this. And from personal experience, that really, really works because they then really get involved in that. Think, yeah, I'm going on holiday. You know, you've got something for them to look forward to. The other thing I just want to cover on is have a very clean office space. So you want to try to, if you can, not always possible, depending where you're working from, but have a clean office space that you can go in, shut the door, get into your zone and work. You know, you don't want to have, sometimes I remember from experience, I've worked at kitchen tables, I've worked on my sofa, I've worked in my bedroom, you know, and it doesn't always, then it's very hard to switch off. You can't shut that door. So try to have an actual space, an actual area that you go to work. So just to clarify them key points of how to mix parents and business all together so that you really can have it all. Number 1, delegate out. Number 2, set them specific routine hours when you're at home. Number 3, when you're at home, you know, if you're working, you're working. If you're with your kids, you're with your kids. Number 4, make sure your kids are involved in your vision and your goal. Number 5, a good, clean office space. Nice and clean, not papers everywhere. Have your energy drink on the side. Have your goals in front of you. Watch out for my episode coming in the next couple of weeks. It's all about setting your vision and doing a vision board ready for the new year. And do check out my first episode that I ever did on how to be a mompreneur, because some of the things I talk about do cross over, and that will really help you as well. So I hope you found amazing value in this episode. And just remember, being a parent is an awesome full-time job in itself, and running a business. You know, you're doing amazing. Give yourself a break. Don't overthink it. And just the secret to it, if there is a secret, because really there isn't, it's about just try and be as super organized as you possibly can. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you know someone that would love to build their own business, or they're a parent that don't know how to mix it all, please recommend this episode to them to really help them get clear and to get focused and to get moving. In the show notes below, you're going to find a great free resource of how to build your own home-based business from home. So head down below to there to make sure you get your hands on that as well. So thank you so much for your time. Have an epic week, and I will see you next week. Bye.